Ooka chaka, ooka chaka, ooka chaka, ooka chaka. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. I'm hooked on a feeling. Do, 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 do. I'm high on believing do, 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 that you're in love with me. I'm hooked on a feeling. Alright, it's nothing to laugh at, but alright. Hello, hi, welcome. The show's name is Politics. Although I call it Politrix, and the title of this episode is Ferrari. My name is Presh.
And I'm Ty.
And it is Madam Webruary. Compliments to the season to all those who celebrate. It's a very auspicious time of the year.
Ah, yes, indeed.
I'm going to be titling this Ferrari, aka Madam Webruary Part 1. Every movie this month is going to be titled Madam Webruary Part whatever, right?
Right.
So yeah, you've been away for a few weeks.
Yeah.
I've been left abandoned. Like, you know, there's like they leave a baby outside a church. That's what you did to me. You left me at a church. I'm not even religious. I'm an atheist. And you like, if you took me to like a science lab.
Although in Denmark they do leave their babies out in the cold.
Oh Jesus! That's fucking horrific, bro.
No, it's like it's good for them. Or something like that. I didn't read the article properly, but there's something with like strengthening their immune systems and like.
How many have died? I want to see the stats. I don't want to know what like false conclusions they draw. I want to see what was their methodology.
I will get you the stats for next
that
week.
in the cleanup for next week.
Okay.
I want to know how many people died. Okay. How many babies died.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Speaking about cleanup, can we clean up? Well, this is not from last week. This is from the Aquaman 2 episode.
Okay.
I asked you if you know who the Max Rebo band was.
Yes.
And well, you were pretty much spot on. You said they're from Star Wars.
Yes.
But you got the movie wrong.
Okay.
And you said that they were a jazz band.
Yes. Totally
incorrect.
Oh.
And I just got caught up in something else and I didn't correct you.
Yeah.
Because I knew, in the time I knew, but they're called a jizz band.
They're a what?
Get your mind out of the gutter, right? People didn't call cum jizz when George Lucas named them jizz. He was just playing off the name jazz. Right? They're a jizz band. It's not his fault that we live in a fucking sick society who starts calling cum jizz. You know, that's not his fault.
Did George Lucas create the slang jizz?
I'm telling you that's not what he did.
Okay.
He named his music in the Star Wars world jizz.
Oh, right.
And then separately there's these sickos out there who, you know, they can't just have one word for it. They have to have spunk, semen, you know, baby juice, baby better, you know, these fucking sickos. It's not my fault. It's not George Lucas's fault.
Okay.
I don't know what episode it was. It might potentially even be a commentary.
Okay.
Right? But I was talking about that hating ass motherfucker from Avatar.
Yes.
And I called him Atukan.
Yes.
But Atukan is Neytiri's father. The guy I was thinking of is Tsutse.
Okay.
He's like, tell them I flew with Torok Makto.
Alright.
And he was my brother.
Yes.
I don't know what episode that was on. But
it was on one of them.
Yeah, probably. Definitely. I wasn't just talking to some random person and I was like hating on Atukan. Can we get into the news for the week?
Yes.
So, Jurgen Klopp has announced that he will be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season.
Yes.
My friend group were joking that I'm happy that he's leaving, but that is not true.
Okay.
I have never, except perhaps when I was drunk, and I can't remember it, right, said that I was Klopp out. Can you recall?
Yeah, actually, you haven't. You've called him a bunch of things.
A crook.
Yeah.
Is a favorite. He's doing too much favoritism.
Yeah.
What's the word? Bias. He's biased.
Yes.
Again, for certain players.
Yeah.
But I've never said Klopp out.
Okay.
Right. Again, I was just frustrated, especially with two players, Henderson and Harvey Elliott.
Yes.
Elliott has been playing fantastically this season. In fact, last season when I didn't want Elliott playing,
Yeah.
he played him. This season, I'm like, yo, Elliott should be starting. And Klopp is benching him. So, yeah, but definitely the biggest problem was Henderson.
Okay.
And now Henderson fucked off.
Yeah.
And we're in contention for 4 trophies.
Yes.
That's not a coincidence, right? But yes, if he were more ruthless, we would have 2 more league titles and 1 more UCL at minimum.
Okay.
I feel. That's just my opinion, man.
Right.
Right. So the focus now turns to who's going to replace him.
Yes.
And the current favorite is Xabi Alonso.
Yes.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Who is he?
He is a former player, midfielder, I think, and in
Who did he play for?
Liverpool.
Okay.
I want to say he played for Barcelona,
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. I was close.
He played for Liverpool, Madrid, and Bayern Munich.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know what his hometown team was. I think maybe Zaragoza or something.
Okay.
One of them Spanish teams.
Yeah.
The middle, of the middle division. Yeah. So he has a connection to the club. He used to play for us, but
Yeah.
from what I've been reading and seeing, because like the shameless United fans from 2 years ago who instead of watching United matches were watching Ajax matches, I've been watching some Bayer Leverkusen matches.
Oh, right.
And they have a totally different play style to
Liverpool.
Yeah. Right? They're a possession-based team.
Yes.
Which means passing, quick passes.
Yeah.
We are a high-pressing counter-attack team.
Yeah.
Right? Which I'm not saying he can't come in and adapt or he'll make the team adapt around him. I'm not saying it can't work. I'm just saying I don't think we should try to transition to a different style when we have this good squad that is accustomed to playing this way.
Yeah.
Right? So, and I also feel he's a bit too inexperienced.
Okay.
This is his like 2nd or 3rd year of management.
Yeah.
So, it may be too big a step. We don't know. Guardiola came out the gate winning 6 trophies,
Yeah.
Right? we can't blame inexperience,
Yeah.
But my choice for the role is a name I haven't heard mentioned anyway.
Okay.
And that is Marco Rose.
Oh.
Do you know who that is?
Vaguely.
Who's he?
He's obviously a manager.
Yeah.
I think he coached Dortmund.
Yes, he did.
And one of the Austrian teams. Salzburg.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, yeah. He won the Austrian Bundesliga in both the years he was there.
Oh, that seems kind of good.
And the 2nd year he won the double.
Oh.
Whatever their version of the FA Cup is.
Yeah.
Right. Then he was appointed at Mönchengladbach, which is where I first found out about him.
Okay.
Because, look, his Salzburg team after he left, the next season they played Liverpool.
Right, okay.
And the commentators were just saying, Jesse Marsch hasn't had he was the new manager, hasn't had his chance to put his mark on the team. They're playing the same way as Marco Rose's team.
Right.
So actually I found out from him from like a game that he wasn't involved in. And then like I paid attention to his Gladbach team.
Yeah.
And he has a very similar style to Klopp.
Okay.
High pressing, counter pressing, high up the pitch, try and, catch them out.
Right, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
He did a very, very good job. And, well, Gladbach is like, they're kind of up and down. But to me, they're like a top 8 German team.
Okay.
They perennial in that area. And sometimes they have an off year where they're like 14, 15. And then they'll bump back up.
Okay, yeah.
I probably support Mönchengladbach. Like, I don't really watch German football, but I like them a lot.
Okay.
But nevertheless, right? He was offered the Dortmund role.
Yes.
Now, I don't know who was there. But whoever was there was replaced by the caretaker manager. His name was Eden Terzic.
Okay.
And Terzic is a passion merchant. Right? So he's very comparable to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Right?
He's Ole for Dortmund.
Yes, Ole for Dortmund, right?
Okay.
So
yes.
he was the caretaker manager.
Right.
He wasn't sacked. It's just he was the caretaker, and Marco Rose comes in.
Yeah.
So off the bat, people had negative feelings towards Marco Rose because he took over from a beloved coach.
Yeah.
A beloved caretaker coach.
Right.
Right. So he does an alright, a job at Dortmund, but he wasn't fired. He left by mutual consent.
Okay.
Which is basically fired.
Yeah.
I was just trying to be factual.
It's like, listen, man, we really don't like you.
Yes. And he's like, yeah, I don't like you too. That's mutual consent.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right. And then he was replaced by Terzic again at Dortmund.
Okay.
And then they bottled the fucking league. Take that, Terzic, you piece of shit. Anyway, then he was appointed at RB Leipzig, the other Red Bull club. But I guess they're the bigger club because they're in the bigger league.
Yeah.
But I've known Salzburg for longer than Leipzig.
Huh.
Right?
Okay.
Because Salzburg was a big name. Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Cool.
Right? Where he won their version of the FA Cup. The DFB Pokal last season.
Yeah.
So he's a winner. He's managed at decently sized clubs.
Yes.
Obviously, Liverpool dwarfs, the clubs he's managed. But
a little bit, yeah.
But in comparison to their league,
yeah,
Dortmund, Gladbach, Salzburg, Leipzig, they're all like in and around the top four.
Yeah.
So they're decently sized clubs. He plays a similar style to Klopp. And he has at least 6 years of experience.
That seems pretty good to me.
Yeah, but I've literally not seen his name been thrown out at all.
Oh, no.
It's kind of like, I guess, a hipster pick.
Yeah.
But, I really like him. He's also very attractive.
Like he's a good-looking man.
Yeah, that shouldn't play a part, but I'm just saying. Right. He played under Klopp when he was at Mainz.
Oh, right. Okay.
Klopp was a player manager for a little bit. Then he became full manager. And so he learned under Klopp, I guess.
Yeah.
And he followed in his footsteps kind of with Dortmund, managing Dortmund.
Right.
Right. But, definitely will miss Klopp when he goes. Even though I have been frustrated with him. But, still a very good manager. Brought a lot of very good vibes to the club.
Yeah.
Definitely will be missed.
There were some very good times for them. For you. Yeah.
All right. I'm reading portions of this next story from NBC News in a story by Lawrence Hurley.
Okay.
Quote, a closely divided Supreme Court on Monday allowed Border Patrol agents to cut through or move razor wire Texas installed on the U.S.-Mexico border as part of the state's effort to prevent illegal border crossings. The court, on a 5-4 vote, granted an emergency request filed by the Biden administration, which had argued that Texas was preventing agents from carrying out their duties. The Biden administration says the wire prevents agents from reaching migrants who have already crossed the border into the U.S. Texas Governor Greg Abbott, a Republican, installed the razor wire near the Rio Grande at Eagle Pass as part of an operation to address illegal immigration that has brought the state into conflict with the Biden administration. A White House spokesperson said on Monday, Texas's political stunts, like placing razor wire near the border, simply make it harder and more dangerous for frontline personnel to do their jobs. Ultimately, we need adequate resources and policy changes to address our broken immigration system. So, it doesn't mention this in this particular article, but 3 migrants drowned due to the razor wire being up because the agents, they couldn't get to save them from drowning because the wire was up.
All right, I see. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is why the emergency request was filed.
Okay.
To cut it down.
Yeah.
Since then, the Texas National Guard have put up a new fence, arguing arguing that the order was to cut down the wire. No one said that they can't put it back up again. Right?
That
Which, fair play.
that is some thinking out of the wire right there.
They're bad guys, but I have to respect skirting around the rules. Right. This has snowballed into a multi-state issue where up to 14 other governors have pledged their state's guard to go help Texas make the stand again at the border. A number of people have used the phrase, quote, a new civil war to describe what is going on. And folks, they aren't talking about a sequel to Captain America 3. Right? Personally, I don't think anything hectic is going to happen. I think they're going to get there and just kind of shout for a bit and go home.
Yeah, probably.
But I could be very wrong. This could turn very violent with the various state guards against the National Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any thoughts?
So are these agents patrolling on the Mexican side of the border?
No. But you can see.
What? Okay, right, yeah. But then, so how couldn't they? Oh, right, okay.
There was a fence.
So
a razor wire fence.
Right, so they can see through the fence and
Yes.
they can see people trying to get in.
Yes.
But if people get in trouble on that side, it's kind of not their job, but kind of their duty to save them.
Yes.
And people got in trouble on the other side, and
they couldn't do anything.
Right. Okay.
Because of the fence.
Okay.
I don't know.
I feel like they shouldn't have that fence.
Yeah.
Well,
the more I'm thinking about it, how hard is it to remove fence?
Not that hard.
You let 3 people die.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to, attack the people that were supposed to help.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, any other thoughts?
No, not really.
Okay, but like I said, I don't really think anything's gonna happen.
No.
And I hope I'm right because
It would be interesting to see State Guard versus National Guard, but I don't want to see it. You know?
I want to see it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, next story. I'm reading this from Business Insider in a story by Grace K.
Okay.
A Delaware judge ruled to strike down Elon Musk's $55 billion Tesla compensation package on Tuesday, siding with the shareholder who had argued in a lawsuit that the CEO's pay plan was over the top. I'm wondering
a little bit.
55 billion. Right. The ruling means Tesla will need to propose a new compensation package for Musk, although it can appeal. It also means a large chunk of Musk's fortune, which is mostly tied to his Tesla stock, is now hanging in limbo. In the final analysis, Musk launched a self-driving process recalibrating the speed and direction along the way as he saw fit. Court of Chancery Judge Kathleen St. J. McCormick wrote, quote, "The process arrived at an unfair price, and through this litigation the plaintiff requests a recall. The judge said Tesla gave little reasoning in the trial for how it arrived at the price point for the compensation plan, and Musk was too close to some of the board members for them to truly act independently. The process leading to the approval of Musk's compensation plan was deeply flawed," McCormick wrote. Musk had extensive ties with the persons tasked with negotiating on Tesla's behalf. McCormick had heard the trial more than a year prior. Tesla shareholder Richard Tornetta sued Tesla and Musk over the massive pay plan in 2018, arguing that it was, quote, "beyond the bounds of reasonable judgment," end quote. The shareholder argued that Musk had influenced the board's decision to set up the plan through his close personal relationship with board members, including his brother.
Oh no!
Meanwhile, Tesla argued that the pay was necessary to maintain Musk's focus on Tesla and that shareholders like Tornetta have benefited from Musk's leadership. Sorry, I just want to just put a pause here. So he needs, it's not a want, it's a need. He needs that pay package to focus on Tesla.
Yeah.
The company is the he's the allegedly the founder and the god emperor of.
Yeah.
Right? He's just not going to focus on it. We need to give him that money, otherwise Well, he's going to be doing other stuff.
Maybe he'll go off to SpaceX or PayPal or that other one.
Wow. Imagine having to bribe your your CEO to do their fucking job. Anyway, sorry, back to the article. Musk, his lawyer, and a spokesperson for Tesla did not immediately respond for a request for comment, though the billionaire quickly responded to the ruling on social media. Quote, "Never incorporate your company in the state of Delaware," Musk wrote on X. I don't know why you're laughing, that's what he said.
It was a spot-on impression. Good job. Well done.
Any thoughts?
Why does he need 55 billion?
Well, I like it.
Okay.
And I'm starting to like Musk.
Okay.
Because he's bankrupting Tesla,
Yeah.
which is Elon Musk's company. It's the same thing as like, well, I like Hitler. Why? Because Hitler killed Hitler.
Okay, fair enough. It's like, I respect the guy that killed Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitler.
Yeah.
My last story for the week.
Okay.
So when we last checked in with AFCON, Bafana made it out of the group stage. And I said that I was proud because we sometimes don't even qualify.
Yeah.
So making it out of the group was big.
Yeah.
Since then, we have beaten Morocco and Cape Verde.
Yeah.
And now in the semis of the tournament. And we're going to
man.
be playing Nigeria, I think, on Saturday, next week, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday night, as far as I can recall.
So, I don't know. Like, somebody will let me know on the day.
Yeah.
Right? Special shout out to Ronwen Williams, the goalkeeper. Right?
And our captain.
Yes. So, I've been watching every game.
Yeah, me too.
The game we lost 2-0, he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this guy is so good.
Yeah.
And in the time since then, he's kept 4 clean sheets.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's not just him.
Yeah.
But I just thought every time he's had such a cool, calm head on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And then last night, he saved 4 penalties.
Yeah.
That's outrageous, bro. That is, I can't, like, sometimes like the player will miss, it'll go over the bar or whatever.
Yeah.
He saved 4. And the 5th one, he guessed the right way. It's just, it was hit with too much power.
He parried it into the
Yeah,
net.
but that's, again,
It's outrageous.
If you don't follow football, it's mad.
It's almost unheard of.
Yeah.
Actually.
So yeah, your news for the week.
So, okay, F1 has had 2 big stories in 2 days.
Wow, I haven't heard about it.
Yeah. So the first one is that Andretti Cadillac, in other words, like the Andretti. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Andretti family.
No, they haven't had me over for dinner. I don't know what they're like. I've only sat outside their mansion and looked inside. I don't know their personalities. Yeah. But yes, what about them?
So basically, they're racing royalty, pretty much, right?
Oh.
So like the whole family has won almost everything there is to win in racing, like F1, WEC, IMSA, IndyCar. They've won it all, right? And then Cadillac. I'm sure you know of Cadillac, the car brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they together.
Some rapper rapped it with knick-knack, paddywhack, Cadillac. I can't remember the song right now, but that's how I know it.
But so they came together to create an F1 car, right? And the process for like getting a team into F1 is very, very complicated.
Oh.
Because it's like you have to.
I thought you just pulled up with a car. You're like,
can I race, please?
And they get like the slowest driver, and if you beat the slowest driver, you're in.
It's kind of similar to that, where it's like you develop a car, and then Formula One tests it, and they're like, "Nah, this is too slow," or "Actually, this is fine. It's quicker than the slowest car."
Yeah.
It's basically racing against the slowest driver.
You need to maintain quality.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You can't just let any bozo in.
Yeah.
What the hell?
But basically their bid to enter F1 was rejected by Formula One, and the FIA, who is like the governing body, the governing body for all motorsport.
Yeah, it's like FIFA without the other F.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I'm familiar.
FIFA without the F.
Well, the other F.
Without the second F.
There's two Fs.
Yes. Anyway, they are very, very angry at Formula One because Andretti Cadillac did the things that they needed to do, and then F1 rejected them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very.
They're hitting from outside of the club.
Yeah.
They can't even get in.
Yeah.
Lego. Carry on.
So basically, as far as we can see right now, F1 rejected Andretti Cadillac's bid because they believed that it would harm F1 pretty much. So the exact statement was something like, we believe that permitting Andretti Cadillac to race would increase the value of the Andretti Cadillac brand by decreasing the value of Formula One. Even though Andretti by themselves are bigger than most of the teams already on the Formula One grid. So everyone knows that it's a bullshit excuse, because as far as we know, Formula One is just like a little European boys club, and now the Americans want to join, and they're not letting them.
Oh.
Yeah.
You told me they were royalty,
They are.
but America doesn't have monarchs. That's a European thing. Sorry.
They're racing.
Yes, I see.
Racing is its own country.
I see. I've never been. And frankly, I never want to go. Anyway, so are you on the side of the billionaires?
Well, they're both billionaires.
Yes. He showed his true colors once again.
They're both billionaires.
We caught him in 4K. We got his ass.
I'm on the side of the poorer billionaires.
Oh. They have a cup and an enamel cup, and they're begging for change.
Yeah.
Those poor billionaires.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, so any other comments on that?
No.
Okay, cool.
But this next story I can probably guess.
Okay.
Lewis Hamilton is
Yes.
driving for Ferrari.
Yes!
Even I heard about it,
Yeah.
bro. You know.
Because this is big news.
And my friend who loves F1 didn't tell me about it. It's that big of news that
It's huge. It's like,
it reached my ears.
in footballing terms, it's like Messi joining Real Madrid. If,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
the hell?
Yeah.
Pretty hectic.
Yeah. But yeah, so
It's not that outrageous. Listen, I can think of players who've played for both clubs.
yeah, I know you can.
Figo.
Yes.
Easy one.
Yeah.
Right? Tell me. Okay, that's probably also easy. But can you tell me how many players have played for both Liverpool and Man United?
I can think of one right now.
Michael Owen.
Yeah.
That's the only one. The last transfer between the clubs,
Yeah.
a guy named Phil Chisnell. It happened before World War II.
Oh shit.
I'm joking. I don't know what year, but definitely a very long time ago.
Okay.
That would have been a better comparison, I would say.
Actually, that's probably the best comparison.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying but I can think of plenty of players who played for both.
It's like Salah
Eto'o.
joining
Yeah.
United.
That's like Trent joining United.
Okay, yeah. Actually, yeah, it is like Trent joining United.
They're both coloured.
Yes. Sure. Cool.
All right.
But yeah, anyway, it's currently believed that Formula One leaked this story because everyone was so upset about the Andretti Cadillac story.
Oh my God, I'm back in. Now that there's a conspiracy angle, I mean, you son of a bitch. I was just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. That's
Because This literally came out the morning after the Andretti Cadillac vote.
I see.
And then we had to wait
Oh,
like 14 hours for the teams to confirm these things.
that's not that long.
In F1, it's kind of a long time.
It's the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like... So it's like, usually when something's announced by, like, let's say Sky Sports, right?
Mm.
The teams will come out immediately and be like, yeah, we've done this thing, right? But this long wait time shows that neither team was actually prepared to announce it just yet, which is why we think that it's been leaked.
All right. Well, what's the source for this?
What, the source for...
The story. Whoever broke the story must have a source.
So the source is Formula One. Like,
Oh,
actually Formula One.
the people who gave the information, you think they leaked it?
Yeah. Yeah.
The people who publicly handed over the information. Is that a leak or is that just what happened, bro? I'm back out. That's not a conspiracy at all. It's just basically what happened. I thought like it was some shadowy figure that, like, you know, they met at a parking garage. They were both wearing big trench coats, and somebody handed an envelope. They went home. The envelope said, "Lewis Hamilton is a red."
Lewis Hamilton is alright.
F1 just told people that that's not a leak. That's them having a press release, bro. The way you. Anyway, carry on.
No, the conspiracy is that they're distracting people.
Oh.
That, yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
I'm back in.
But yeah, that's it for my news.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, now, since you've been away,
Yes.
I've introduced a spotlight segment.
I have seen that, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard that.
You've seen it because you don't listen to the podcast. You saw my screenshot that I sent. Right. So this is a segment where we try to spotlight a leftist project. For example, a worker-based co-op, any leftist newspaper, pamphlet, or literature in general, or any opportunities to do praxis. Do you know what praxis is?
Like advertising.
No.
What the shot? What is praxis?
Praxis is politics and practice.
Oh, I see.
It means if you're a socialist, what are you doing to further socialism?
Right.
What are you doing?
I am...
Doing nothing. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
I tutor kids.
Yes, you do.
Yes, that's my praxis.
Okay.
It's making the world a better place, I think. Well,
well.
we'll see. We'll see what they've learned at the end of the year. Have they regressed? Have they? Right. If you would like your work to be spotlighted, please send an email to paicipod@gmail.com. That's PAICIPPOD@gmail.com with the name of your organization, what you do, and what people can do to get involved and support this project. This week, we unfortunately don't have a project to spotlight.
Yeah.
I posted this in like the South African left Reddit group,
Okay.
and only one. Well, I only got one email, which I read out last week.
5-6 Tombo.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Again, I don't think you listened to the episode.
I did actually. I listened to that one.
Mm.
Well, most of it.
All right.
Yeah.
So yes, maybe it doesn't even have to be South African. You know.
Yeah, just anywhere.
If you want me to spotlight an opportunity for practice, if you know about it, please write in.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we get into the context for the movie?
Yes.
Alright. So I went to see this at Bedford Square Cinema Nouveau.
Okay.
It's the same place I saw Dream Scenario, and I hated the service there.
Mm.
I generally don't comment on service, but fuck me, this lady pissed me off, right?
Okay.
It was a small but totally unnecessary issue. I don't want to get into specifics, but it pissed me off enough that I had a bad feeling as the movie started.
Okay.
And I wrote this in the doc when I got home.
Oh, right, I see.
It just unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's, but anyway.
Let's not get into it. Okay.
Yes. Well, let's get into it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I see you're very upset. Like you on her side. Like it's a conspiracy against me. You and your friend, the lady at the cinema.
Whoever that may be.
So this movie, pretending you don't know her, like she's not your intimate friend. All right. This movie is directed by Michael Mann, the legendary director behind Heat, Collateral, Miami Vice, and many more.
Yes.
And this is his first movie since 2015's Black Hat. So nearly 9 years now.
That's a while.
Have you ever seen Black Hat?
No, I have not.
It stars Chris Hemsworth as a hacker.
Oh, he's a black hat hacker.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. Cool, got it.
It's not about a hat that happens to be black. Right. So this is the first neon movie that we've covered on this podcast.
Neon.
Do you know what neon is?
They're like a distribution company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're an independent distribution company in the same vein as an A24.
Okay.
But unlike A24, they don't produce their movies, they only distribute.
So they just buy the movie and
Yes,
then...
they'll go to a film festival, place a bid for a movie.
Yeah.
If they win it, they'll distribute it.
Okay.
So they have, like A24, they also have a very, very good eye for talent.
Right.
I mean, Michael Mann has been directing since the 80s, so
Yeah.
this is a bad example, but...
This bright new young director that's been directing since the 80s.
Yes, but you know the other day I spoke about Spencer?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
the director, his name is Pablo Larraín.
Okay.
That's the first time I heard of him from
Neon.
I don't know why you're saying it like that.
Neon.
It's like a sword slicing through the air.
I was thinking more like a
car.
Ferrari driving past.
Alright, very nice. That's not what the sound that cars make, by the way. You pretend to know about cars, but you don't know.
Listen to an F1 car going fast.
The sound that cars make is vroom vroom. you absolute buffoon. Beep beep. Vroom, vroom. That's the whole deal. You don't know anything about cars. Right.
Okay.
So first of all, I want to thank God that this is a 2-hour biopic and not some bullshit racing movie.
Yeah.
There is a race, but that set piece was the emotional climax of the movie. It's not a race for racing's sake.
Yeah.
Like the crux, no, not the crux. The stakes of this movie is that he's going to lose his business.
Yeah.
What is going to save him is if he wins the Mila Mila.
Yeah.
And that's why this race is so important.
Yes.
It's again the stakes of the movie.
Yeah.
If he fails, that's his business done.
Yeah.
Right? So I like that. I like that it's not racing. We saw like in the test earlier.
Yeah.
And then we saw the race. That's it.
Yeah.
We didn't see any
like extra racing.
extra waffling.
Yeah. Like Gran Turismo type. Just
I'll bring
unnecessary.
that up later.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Right.
The outfits in this movie are outstanding.
Yeah.
Every time someone came on screen with a nice suit, I shouted, "Fit! Fit! Fit!" There were so many fits, folks. It's like I was having a seizure.
And also on that, the hair was I really like that like slicked Italian.
I don't like it.
Really? Huh.
Reminds me of Godfather 2. Michael's hair is exactly like that.
So I have yet to see a problem.
I like his hair in Godfather 1. And I much prefer Godfather 1 as a movie. But that's not for now.
Yeah.
That's another time.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool.
What are you saying?
Just the like on the
hairstyle.
topic of
Yeah.
fits, the hairs.
True. Just
The hairs?
costume in general.
Yeah,
Makeup, costume,
yeah.
all of that.
Very, very well done.
Right. Also, on the contrast, the outfits in this movie with Blue Beetle. A certain co-host was confused / upset when I said I didn't like the lady from Blue Beetle's outfits.
Yes.
Right?
A certain
This
co-host.
movie proves a point I've been thinking about for a while now, and it's that Europeans dress far better than Americans.
Okay, that I agree with.
I think Michael Mann is an American director,
Oh.
but it's set in Italy. It's
Yeah.
It's I assume a European costuming department.
Yeah.
Well, but they're trying to copy what was happening in, I guess, 1950s Italy.
Yeah.
So, it's the Italian style.
Yeah.
But it just, yeah.
But also, Italians are just known for fashion as well. So,
yeah.
I would say that contributes somewhat.
I understand that Blue Beetle is set in modern times and this movie is set in the 50s, but the clothes in this movie are classy and timeless, while in Blue Beetle it's over the top and garish.
Yeah.
Right? I could be wearing the suits and stuff from the 1950s now.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't look out of place. Even Penelope Cruz and...
the mother.
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane?
She played Mary Jane, but her scenes were cut out of the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh.
That's Shailene Woodley. Fuck.
Oh.
Yes, I know her.
Okay.
Yes. You couldn't wear those outfits, I don't know, 10 years ago.
Okay.
People would just mock you.
Yeah.
It's only now because we, I don't know, in a different age.
Yeah. That is true. It is a different age to 10 years ago. I'm also a different age to 10 years ago.
Okay. Next point. There's some excellent jokes in this movie. This is allegedly a tragedy, but yeah. I was bursting with laughter in certain places. I just want to highlight two jokes just to, very, very early on in the movie, because I didn't take notes about jokes after that.
Yeah.
Right? But the racer goes up to Adam Driver and he drives away. Later, when he sees him, he says, "The light turned green."
He goes up and he introduces himself.
And he just drives away. That was incredible. Penelope Cruz says she doesn't mind him whoring around as long as he's back before the maid brings in the coffee. And as she says it, the maid walks in the room with coffee. It's right, insanely funny. Yeah, just I was chuckling. Well, let me tell you, I was there and there was a couple, like 4 or 5 rows in front of me.
Okay.
And they were howling with laughter as well. So, right, it's not just me this time. Sometimes I laugh at inappropriate times.
Yes.
And I did laugh at an inappropriate time, which I'll bring up later.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay.
But, yes, I'm glad I was in step with somebody for once.
Yeah.
Right. The sound... Oh, sorry. Yeah, well, I'll just say this. The sound design is gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
I'm only speaking about the quality of the sound, not the sound itself. I don't enjoy the sounds of cars, the engine revving and all that.
Right.
People love to do that shit.
Yeah.
And when it happens, certain people are like, "Oh, I love it. That's great stuff."
Me.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm not just thinking of you. There's a lot of people I know that love cars.
That is true.
It's disgusting. Grow up, get a job. Fuck it, hippies.
You can do both.
Right. Then it's very well acted.
Yeah.
Penelope Cruz being the standout for me.
Yeah, she was very, very
She
good.
has a lot of face reaction shots where she doesn't say anything, but she's still saying a lot with the face. Right.
She reminded me of like Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer with his eyes.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Adam Driver is also very, very good. Especially in a scene I'll mention later, but whenever they shared the screen, I felt like she cooked him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Both are Oscar worthy in my opinion. But the nomination's already out.
Yeah.
So
It's a bit late now.
Yeah. No, this came out within the appropriate period.
Okay.
It's just they were snubbed.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I can say about it, bro.
Damn.
The thing is, if I were to guess,
Yeah.
his Italian accent would be distracting.
Yeah. But he got the voice right.
Okay, well, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know any of the real stuff going on here. I'm only taking the movie at face value.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense.
I can see how people would be upset about the voice. It doesn't sound like, because we've seen movies of Adam Driver before. We know what he sounds like.
Yeah.
So this sounds like odd.
Yeah, but so like if
He sounds like the Ferrari guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
so-
sounds like Enzo Ferrari. It's just
But I'm saying the majority of people wouldn't know what that guy sounds like.
yeah.
So
So they're basing it off of like
just what they hear.
Italians. Yeah.
Well, of Adam Driver.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Is, how he normally talks.
Yeah,
But
right.
whatever, that's just, I'm guessing, I have no idea.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
The cinematography is very interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot
It's
of fun.
very cool, like, I forget, I think it might be called a tracking shot, where somebody's walking and you, like, walk behind them.
Yeah.
And then there's these, a lot of great pans, made by AMC. And also camera pans. Where, swiveled around.
Is AMC a worldwide brand?
I don't know. I don't know if people will get that reference. That's a local reference. The majority of our listeners are not from South Africa. It's a very good pot brand.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about marijuana.
Yeah.
I'm talking about cooking pots. I don't know, do they make pans? Maybe I fucked that up. You having drawn attention to this has unraveled everything.
They make saucepans. We've got a saucepan at home.
Alright.
Anyway.
Yeah. It takes ordinary walk and talk scenes and makes them much more captivating.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's one of the old masters.
Yeah.
So, it makes a lot of sense. So when I watched Oppenheimer,
Yes.
I thought to myself, who can beat this?
Yeah.
And 5 names came to mind.
Okay.
First one, Martin Scorsese.
Right.
Second one, Dennis Villeneuve for Dune.
Okay.
That hasn't come out yet. So,
Yeah.
I won't say. Michael Mann, Ferrari.
Okay.
David Fincher, The Killer.
Right.
And I can't remember. It may have just been those 4.
Okay.
But 2 of them were old masters.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, he's gonna have these, incredible cinematography, incredible sound. Have you watched Heat?
No.
Okay, Heat has one of the best sound designs in a movie I've ever heard.
Okay.
It's phenomenal.
Right.
We should do Heat as the commentary. The thing is, Madam Webruary.
It is.
We'll find a way to get Heat in at some point.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Before this podcast crashes and burns, we're gonna do Heat. You take my word for that. Like, all the podcast equipment could be damaged. I'll record it on my phone. the Heat commentary.
We will be doing Heat.
Yes. But yeah, you wanna jump in?
About Heat?
No. Your analysis.
I mean, it was a very, very fun movie, but I feel like some of I don't know if it's the writing or the acting, but like the kid especially. I mean, he is a kid. He's obviously not gonna act very well, but like he just.
Ferrari. Yes.
He's very cute, but he feels so scripted to me. Like, all the things he says are just like very, I don't know, I guess cliche. Oh, not cliche. It's like his line delivery is like he's reading something.
Okay, are you done harassing a child?
Yes, I am.
I don't know why you're being so harsh on this literal child. Did he bully you? What's going on here?
Well, that was the start of a very, well, not very long point, but a point on like line delivery. And that was just the first place I saw it.
Sure.
But then also like the Maserati guys, especially at the race.
Yeah, the owner.
Yeah, it's very like weird, stilted dialogue.
I like that Ferrari was giving everyone detailed instructions, like you do this, do that, and it cuts to the Maserati guy and he's like, "Get to the front and stay there."
Obviously.
It's very much like like these tactical managers or like inverting the fullback and XG and all that new age terms, and then the Sean Dyche was like, just kick the ball in the net, mate. Simple game.
I was literally gonna say Pep versus Sean Dyche. Same thing. Yeah. But yeah, that was just the general point on dialogue.
Alright.
But what's your next point? What have you got?
The theme that connects this movie is death.
Yeah, that is true.
All the racers who died, his son died, his older brother died.
Yeah.
Obviously paralleling Piero and his older brother,
Yeah.
the son.
Yeah.
His
Dino.
friends from 24 years ago that died.
Yeah.
The specter of death hangs over him.
That is true.
Technically, he isn't to blame for any of those deaths, but he still feels guilt. You know.
Yeah.
So you wonder why he continues to build cars when death is such a huge possibility, and he's experienced so much death already.
Maybe actually no. Even the crash wasn't his fault because
Yeah.
he said change the tires, and that guy went no.
Literally nothing was his fault in this movie.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's okay, but anyway, that question is answered in the next scene, which is my favorite scene in the movie.
Okay.
All right, Adam Driver gives a monologue where he speaks about the lust to win,
Yeah.
and my favorite lines were, he says, "We all know its deadly passion, our terrible joy." Right, which I thought was a very powerful
Yeah.
thing. It's like, well, I still don't agree with it, but I respect his, the commitment to the game. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, when he's talking about the other team,
Yeah.
and they're like, you're thinking, would it be alright if I bumped him off the road?
Yeah.
While the other guy's saying, you and I will both go into the tree together, or something like that. Bro. That monologue was incredible.
Yeah.
I assume that would have been what they sent as the Oscar
Nomination.
Yeah.
Well,
you
for your consideration.
Yes, I think you submit a small clip of a particular scene that you think is outstanding.
Right.
So they would have submitted that scene as
Okay.
his Oscar clip.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage, where he's giving the apology in Dream Scenario
Yeah.
in front of the computer, will be his Oscar clip.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, where am I? Every time we see him, I thought Patrick Dempsey's white hair was distracting. Until the end of the movie, when he wins the race and he takes off his helmet, we see his hair and we know exactly who that motherfucker is, bro. Because at that point, everyone has soot on them.
Yeah.
And they're dirty. But yeah, when he takes the helmet off, you just I know that guy.
It's Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah.
What's up?
McDreamy.
Yeah. I do love Patrick Dempsey.
Your mother loves Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if
used-
she still does.
She used to watch it, yes.
Yeah.
Well, we used to all watch it in the late 2000s.
Yeah.
But
I know we used to have to rush dinner so that you could watch Grey's Anatomy. So
I don't understand. Women love Grey's Anatomy, bro. It's crazy.
I don't know.
That show is still going on, by the way.
Yeah. It's been a long time. But yeah, it's still going.
Anyway, the opposite to that is that both the Ferrari and Maserati are red, so I couldn't tell which was which during the race.
Oh no. You look at the cars themselves.
Okay, well, I couldn't tell. I can't tell the difference between cars, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and I'm not the only one. So I don't care if it's ahistorical. Make the cars different colors so it's easier to see, who's who in the zoo. It's make them blue.
Yeah.
Blue and red are two
Yeah.
very different colors. So that's usually the contrast between teams. You have the blue team and the red team.
Yeah. Usually,
and
yeah.
Ferrari, is the red team already.
Yeah.
That's what I know. So make Maserati or make them silver.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
I don't care if it's ahistorical. But I don't see how they can get that so right with Patrick Dempsey, but get it so wrong with the cars. Did Patrick Dempsey's character have that color hair?
What? The white?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in real life.
Does Patrick... I don't know about the character.
Because I'm thinking, if that guy just if it's just a coincidence that guy had white hair, and he wasn't a choice for this movie.
That is very possible.
Yeah,
Because they do say he's an older, experienced racer.
but his hair is white, it's not grey.
Yeah.
That's every time they're doing that, like, you geriatric. I'm like, he's like in his 50s. He's like at a comparable age to you, Adam Driver. What are you talking about?
Maybe he's talking as Adam Driver to Patrick Dempsey. You know?
Anyway.
Yeah.
I've been an audience safety advocate since that Grand Prix movie we did.
Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo.
Yes.
Right? And this shows an even more visceral crash.
Oh, no.
Which...
I hated these.
You know when I said I laughed at an inappropriate time?
Yeah, no, I get you.
The first way I reacted, I don't know if you've ever seen Oliver Stone's JFK.
No.
Okay, well, it's following Kevin Costner.
Yes.
Who's a lawyer that's like solving the case.
Okay.
And the opening scene of the movie, he sees JFK is shot on the news.
Okay.
And just a deranged line delivery where he goes, "Oh no!" Right? That's the exact sound I made when I saw them hit that little thing. I went, "Oh no!" And then when it happened, I don't know why, but I burst into laughing. I was like, "I can't. This is not funny. This is not funny." But it's like, this can't be real.
Yeah.
It's like it's a dream, you know.
Yeah.
It was so like, I don't know.
I want to say it
like
was,
70 people died.
Yeah. Well, in real life, that would have happened.
Yes, but I mean,
like, yeah, it's very shocking.
It's shocking. You know, like, I've seen these videos of somebody getting tickled.
Yeah.
And then they, like, fall asleep.
Yeah.
Their body can't, like, take it.
Yeah.
That's, like, what happened to me. It was so viscerally upsetting. I started laughing because my body didn't know how to react. It was so... Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. But, like, the reason I started laughing was because of the mannequins.
Oh.
Like, everyone looked like a mannequin.
Oh, I thought it was very well done. I didn't
really
think that at all.
Especially
look too fake to you.
Yeah, especially like when the cars are flying and the drivers fly out. I found that, I don't know why exactly, like I can't pinpoint what was going on that made me think that, but the way they flew made me think that they were mannequins. So I didn't enjoy that.
There's like a weightlessness.
Yeah. There's something about the spiral that
Okay.
it's like there's just
Fake.
not enough. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, but that's just me. Like, fair enough if you thought it was.
Well, I'm done, yeah. You?
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. Oh, Patrick Dempsey wanting an ashtray. It's gone.
I thought somebody would catch on fire. Because they kept on saying, like, you know, make sure the gas goes in the thing. Don't make sure nobody catches on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially not that one guy.
Yeah.
He's very
Who's
important.
always smoking cigarettes. Yeah. Hopefully he won't catch on fire.
But yeah, that was... Yeah, that's it.
Alright, so we can move on to recommendations.
Yes.
Alright. You want to start?
Yeah, I can. I watched... I watched the first 3 Transformers movies. Like, I remember watching them when I was very young. And I never really got back to them.
I remember jacking off.
To Megan Fox?
Yes.
Oh,
that was a sexual awakening for me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair
Anyway.
My-
when I saw Megan Fox in that movie, that's when I first started, yeah. But anyway.
My literal thing is, well, the description I gave was Carpon and Megan Fox, and then Carpon and Rosie Huntington-Whiteley.
Oh.
Like, yeah, that's really like...
So what everyone else has been saying for many years.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I think the first, like, for me personally, the first one was the best one.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, your brother disagrees.
Wow.
Yeah.
I need to go beat him. I need to get a belt and just...
It's fine, I'll go do that.
Alright.
On my way home, I'll
Okay.
just stop over there and beat him. But yeah, I like the world building of Transformers, which I feel like that's a weird thing to say. I like the world building of Transformers.
That's a perfectly reasonable sentence.
Yeah, but it feels wrong.
Yeah, because it's a
Yeah.
God built it.
Yeah.
Not Michael Bay.
But yeah, world building Earth.
Mm.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I gave the three of them as a whole an 8, but I think that's heavily carried by the first movie, which is a 10. Like
Okay.
the
Wow.
I found Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon to be a bit I don't know. I feel like it's too convenient. Like
Okay.
a lot of the stuff that happens is just so convenient for the for the Autobots, so that things work out in their favor.
I definitely remember for the second one.
Yeah.
What's the one with Devastator?
Yeah, Revenge of the Fallen, the second one. Yeah.
You, your dad, and my brother went to watch that,
Yes.
and I went to watch something else.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what else I watched.
And I cried in that movie.
Did you?
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What a baby!
Yeah.
I'm a little baby. That's you. I'm playing a recording of you.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, what do you have first up?
So next in Blank Check's Barbara Streisand miniseries, The Prince of Tides,
Okay.
which that title tells you nothing about the movie. It's such a weird title. It's,
Is it not about Poseidon?
nope.
Oh.
It's the opposite.
Oh no.
It's a romance movie between a man and his sister's psychiatrist, while also delving into themes of trauma and abuse.
Oh.
It's a very good movie, but also a unique movie.
Hmm.
I can't imagine a modern movie tackling such a hectic subject matter in this manner. I gave it an 8.
Okay. That's an interesting one.
She plays a psychiatrist, and Nick Nolte is the guy,
Okay.
and they fall in love, and yeah,
That's cool.
nothing to do with Poseidon. Why is it named the Prince of Tides?
I don't know. Maybe it's about Neptune.
It's from the book. The book. They have a brother who writes poems, and the poem.
The titular poem.
No, the collected. They print the collected poems as a book, and that book's title is The Prince of Tides, which is why the book is named
The Prince of
The
Tides.
Prince of Tides.
That
But
makes
that
sense.
plot line is cut out from the movie.
Oh no.
They don't even have that part in the movie. So yeah. Anyway, a new season of Clone High came out this week, and it was just fine.
Okay.
I laughed a handful of times, and the story is fun, but based on previous seasons, I was expecting more. In relation to the earlier season, this season sucks.
Okay.
So, yeah. Then, I watched Oscar nominee for Best Picture, Anatomy of a Fall, and it fucking rocks.
Okay.
It's about a man who falls out of a window, and his wife becomes the main suspect.
Oh.
It's a mystery that takes place in a cabin in a snowy mountain, which is exactly my jam.
Nice. Okay.
I genuinely love this movie so much. I'm giving it a 10.
Oh. It's up there.
Yeah. It's not better than Oppenheimer. I still think that's the front runner for Best Picture. But it's so good.
A movie about defenestration. That's your jam.
What's defenestration?
Throwing someone out a window.
I didn't say he was thrown out the window.
That is true. But if his wife is the main suspect, it's
I didn't say
assumed.
there's a presumption of innocence. It's innocent until proven guilty, isn't it?
Yes.
So just because she's suspected she did it, is it?
No.
Or is it because she's a woman? Very interesting.
Maybe it is.
Mr. Misogynist coming back out again. He's back again, folks. I tried to get rid of him, but he's back.
Yes, I'm sorry. I am a misogynist. And I did that for the bit. Please don't sue me, woman.
Sue him. I'll pay all your legal bills. If somebody comes after him, I'll be your expert witness. Please, please, somebody.
Why would you be the expert witness?
I don't No, because I'm an expert and I'm a witness to your misogyny.
Are you saying that you're an expert at misogyny?
Yes, from watching you.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay.
From seeing how you operate.
So you're not an expert misogynist?
No, I'm an expert on misogyny.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You are the expert misogynist.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Then the next movie in the James L. Brooks miniseries is How Do You Know?
How do you know?
It's a romantic comedy starring Reese Witherspoon, Paul Rudd, and Owen Wilson.
Yes.
About 10 minutes in, I realized I had seen this movie before. And I remember hating it, right? But
Okay.
it's just so sweet and heartwarming, and I enjoyed it a lot on this rewatch.
Okay.
So I gave it a 7.
Mm.
So, yeah. I didn't
Nice.
think I would, but, yeah. Spanglish went down. The other 2 I hadn't seen,
Yeah.
and there's 2 more that have to go. I
Okay.
did this in a very weird order.
Yeah, a little bit.
I have a movie from 1983
Okay.
and a movie from 94.
Okay.
And yeah, I've just been all over the place.
Yeah, a little bit.
So yeah, I'm done.
I've still got a couple.
Okay.
Lift, you know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I vetoed it immediately.
Yeah.
folks.
Yes, you did.
Thank me, please. Listen, we have veto rights. So if somebody suggests something the other person really doesn't want to do, we can just veto.
And I regret removing the limit on vetoes. Because at some point I would have gotten you to do something ridiculous.
Is that what you want? You sick fuck.
Yes.
You're trying to kill me. Alright.
But yeah, it's basically every Kevin Hart movie ever.
Yeah.
But
Sucks. I've never liked him.
like, okay, but usually in a Kevin Hart movie, he's kind of like
The heart.
Hmm?
The heart, moment, the heart.
Yes.
That's what Green Goblin's mask says to him.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that because we're doing Spider-Man as a commentary this week.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
So last night I was looking at my mask. And he was saying, the heart. Go for the heart. And when you said Kevin Hart, it made me think about that.
But you didn't go for the heart.
No,
No. You vetoed the heart.
I didn't fall for the Green Goblin's trick.
Nice.
I stayed strong.
But yeah, he's like, so usually he's kind of like just an idiot that doesn't know what he's doing, but things work out for him in the end.
And what was he in the movie?
Actually in this movie he's
No,
like
it's a joke.
oh.
That's what he's like in real life. Great stuff.
sorry, I didn't catch that one. My bad. But yeah, he's more like serious and like calculated. But things still work out for him in stupid ways.
Alright.
Yeah, it's written very strangely, but it is a lot of fun.
Okay.
So
Oscar worthy.
no,
Okay.
definitely not Oscar worthy.
Screen Actors Guild worthy.
No.
MTV Teen Choice Awards worthy.
Maybe actually.
The Nickelodeon
Kids' Choice Awards.
Kids Choice Awards.
Yeah, definitely. That it's winning at the Kids' Choice Awards.
What's the age restriction on this movie? Are kids watching this? Who allowed these kids in here?
I think it's like PG-13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're older than 13, you're a teen. So I think the Teen Choice Awards are his
target
best,
market.
Yeah, his best chance. But yes.
But I still gave it an 8.
That being said, no, Twilight won a teen choice, not a kid's choice.
Yeah, I mean, Twilight's not really for kids. Well, kind of.
Twilight's for everybody.
Yeah.
Fucking hater.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because Stephanie Meyer, a woman, wrote the books. We caught him again, folks. We caught him again. Anyway, are you done?
No.
Okay.
I also got, I also watched Rise of the Planet of the Apes. First in the, now quadrilogy actually. Like, I was doing some research on it. There's a new movie coming out this year. Why are you smiling?
Never mind.
Okay.
There's like 50 Planet of the Apes movies. It's not a quad.
The reboot
They're
quadrilogy.
linked, and I can prove it. I have a board with like a bunch of strings all connected. It makes perfect sense. I'll bring that up maybe when we do that episode.
Okay.
I can link. Well, what I'm saying is I can link the reboots to the original series and the Tim Burton movie.
Okay.
Carry on.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's good fun. It predicted COVID, but the COVID made the apes sentient. Also, you'd have to believe that COVID was made in a lab.
Mm.
There's a lot of
That's what you're saying.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is exactly what I'm saying.
I
I'm
guess
saying
this is the
COVID
truth
was
of
made in a
podcast
lab.
now. You know what? I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm in. You son of a bitch. I'm in.
But yeah, it's fun. Like I gave it.
I'm trying to recall now, but I think those are separate things.
What?
Like the
COVID.
virus and turning them sentient.
As far as I can recall, it's
It
because
was the virus.
yeah, they were testing the virus
Alright.
on the apes,
Fair
and
enough,
then
fair enough.
yeah. But maybe I'm wrong.
I haven't watched that movie in 10 years, so
Yeah.
you're probably right.
Okay, cool. Well, no, I wasn't really paying all that much attention.
What? Is that how you watch movies?
Yeah, I
Said
don't really yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Unless they're for the pod, in which case I'm taking notes.
Mm.
Yeah, I literally sit there in the cinema with a notepad and
So
a pen.
do I.
Yeah, good times.
You don't have a notepad.
I do have it. What do you mean?
Show me your notepad.
I don't have it here.
I can show you my notepad.
I digitize my notes when I get home.
Ooh, look at me. I'm from the future. I digitize things.
Yes, I do.
I'm an old school guy. I take notes.
No.
Yo, there's a Key and Peele sketch where they're like, old school. I want some old school. Like, he starts like playing, like at the end of the sketch, they're playing prehistoric music. You know, like banging on the wall. I'm talking that old school. Alright.
But then I also watched. Oh, you know how I said like probably 2 months ago that I watched Scott Pilgrim in preparation for it.
Yes. 100 years.
Yeah. Anyway, I watched Scott Pilgrim Takes Off.
And?
I really had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Like it is so much fun.
I think I gave it a 9.
I gave it a 9 as well. How
Yeah.
crazy.
But I'm saying I gave it a 9 and you didn't watch it immediately.
Yeah, but I watched it now.
Alright.
It's like
Big crook. But, alright.
I really enjoy the. Well, now, yeah, I guess now we can spoil it a little bit.
Why? Just because you watched it.
Yeah.
Okay, spoil away.
Okay. Well, it's not really spoilers. It's just like I find it a really fun detective series. Like it's a great spin from the original from the movie. Does that make sense?
The first episode is the same as the movie and every episode after isn't.
Yeah.
And it's a new story.
Yeah.
And in that new story there's a detective story.
Yes.
And you like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Why are you so skeptical about this?
I'm trying to pass what you're saying.
Oh, I see. Okay, yes. Yeah. And I also really like the editing, well, the animation style. Like it's very crisp and clean.
It looks very similar to the graphic novel,
Yeah.
which I've never read, but I've seen pictures of.
Yeah, same.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And then I also watched Normal People. It's a teen drama of just constant toxic relationships. It's like I think it's like 12 episodes. Each one's like half an hour or so. It's meh. It's very well shot.
who's in it?
Jacob
Elordi.
Yeah. And no, actually no, I'm thinking of something else.
He was in Saltburn.
Yeah. No, that's why I was thinking of something else. Because I also watched Saltburn. But anyway, right.
I gave Barakyon Best Actor nomination for that.
Yeah. He was very good.
I don't like the movie, but I do like his performance in it.
Okay. Why don't you like the movie?
I thought it was very obvious.
Oh.
Everything that was happening.
Yeah.
There's a very big quote-unquote reveal at the end.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you revealing? This is just the movie we watched. That's the first thing. Second thing, it's it's criticizing the rich in a very superficial way.
Okay.
It's part of a trend of movies that have been doing this recently. The Knives Out movies,
Yeah.
which I enjoyed. Don't take me saying this to mean I think it's bad.
Yeah.
I think the way in which it's done in this is bad.
Okay.
Right?
I see.
The Knives Out movies. Is it called The Meal?
I don't know.
The one with fucking Ralph Fiennes. The chef movie.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Fuck, no, I can't remember now. But the Triangle of Sadness.
Okay.
The White Lotus.
No.
Yes, of course you don't know
Yeah.
anything about this. But all of
I
these
know
are
nothing.
like they're
Yeah.
criticizing the rich in a very, very superficial way,
Okay.
and people love it.
Right.
And I don't.
Okay.
And
That is fair.
yes. So sorry, what do you like about it? Well, what's
It so like I did think that it was kind of fairly obvious that what was going to happened.
Mm.
But I kind of do like the flashback things where it's like
when it's revealed how insidious it is,
yeah,
Mm.
how planned out and how
calculated.
yeah, that was quite fun for me. Like yeah, I gave it an 8,
Mm.
which is yeah, it's pretty good, but I feel like there's some very awkward dialogue there.
I can't remember. I think I gave it a 6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Emerald Fennel, but
Mm.
I don't like. Actually, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't like Promising Young Woman. I like Carey Mulligan's performance in it.
Okay.
And yeah, so similar to Saltburn, I like Barry Keoghan, but I don't like the movie.
Mm.
So I like whoever she chooses as her lead actor.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
That's oh sorry, just I didn't give Normal People a thing. But it's a 6. It's not very good.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's very upsetting as well. Like a lot of the stuff in there is just very upsetting.
Well, people get upset. That's a normal thing.
Yes.
So,
And I got upset.
wow.
Anyway, that's it from me. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So, thank you for listening. Please remember to rate, review, subscribe, give a like, etc. Importantly, it needs to be a 5-star review.
It has to be.
4.5, you're dead to us. Might as well just shank us in the fucking in the back. Okay, Judas. Right. Please subscribe on Patreon to listen to our movie commentaries. You can find all our links at PAICIP.com. That's PAICIP.com. Please tell a friend. Tell that friend to tell a friend. Tell a family member.
Tell everyone.
And yeah, goodbye.
Cheerio.
Au revoir.